This is where FNATIC wanted to start things out, and this could
It woke me up a bit. My headache's starting to go away.
Moving into this pistol.
Yeah, the fact is we actually saw boasters up in the last map on the attack, so to count that out, I'm disappointed in the desk.
All right,
you know,
we go to Pistola.
Curse us as much as possible. And you know
FNATIC
We've seen long
is
games of
attack.
Before. FPX have looked good. They smashed Guild on this map recently, and the recent results.
If you had to pick a city in Ohio, where are you going?
Or even losses.
I've been to Columbus for the major, for the CS major. It was all right. I didn't really like downtown, but like the area the MLG office was in.
Stacked up on the A site. They got plenty of players.
Oh, it was cool.
Do
they know? Did they see the angle that he naded from? Maybe.
Even took him down. He's 55 health as he backs off. 4 players on A though. You know, FPX are pretty happy to sit back.
We're playing slow. It is.
That's the thing. This is
it is Europe after all. We like to go real slow.
Everybody in the arena understands.
Are they gonna just walk through this? Wait, the timing. Did both?
Has been forced back off the angle.
It's gonna be a good molly.
Zipham will kick things off with the initial frag.
Oh, Xiao's on one as well. FPX holding back and using their numbers. We've seen their trade ability in some of the previous rounds here in the pistol.
Oh man, flawless.
They haven't lost a single man yet with Enzo on 8, and the nade has chased him down. That is a
Did you spend time in Frisco with Optic? I didn't, but when I was on 100 Thieves, we boot camped at the Complexity compound, whatever the GameStop compound, whatever it's called. And that's in Frisco. It was really nice. The Frisco area is pretty cool, actually.
It's so
Real
desperately
cool,
close.
honestly.
You basically have an opportunity to take it over the line, go into buying, which as said they've looked fantastic on, with a sort of clean start, and instead they let that one slip away. So getting the
where's Nate Chop in? I don't know.
For sure. Now we've seen these
just busy doing stuff, doing things.
Pistols and a rifle to try and bridge the gap. It allows them a massive bit of runway coming into the next round to have some more rifles to play with. And over on the FNATIC side,
nothing.
El Clasico.
Okay, maybe not nothing somehow. They got 2 kills. Duck already finding a couple. I said they invested nothing. They didn't even have themselves any upgraded pistols whatsoever. This would be an atrocious round to let slip away. And actually, Angel's gone swinging in. Somehow, the Classics are doing the work.
This is unbelievable. Inconceivable. FNATIC just blitzed out. I mean, there was no complexity to this. This
you just let him out spawn here?
The previous.
1v2.
Artist is left alone though, but he's managed to turn it.
That's an inexperienced play right there by Alpha Asia. Fire.
As I've said, FNATIC have nothing.
They actually just threw 4v2, 3v1. And now it's a 1v1.
Make it so that it's not retrievable. There was another one still within Hookah, so unless Mystic managed to find the perfect timing, there was no real way for him to be aware of that spot. He's going to start making his move. I think Artist might have just played this one perfectly. He's even spotted him as he looks to make his way through. It was a clutch that was needed, a Red Bull one at that.
No, that was a save.
With FPX scraping
that was almost a thrifty.
Through the second round.
And hey, they recovered that rifle, Tom, so all things considered. Yeah, this was a costly round, but actually with the way that FPX plays these low buys, even just getting out with the win, it doesn't put them in the worst.
Yeah, I don't know why that Viper did what he did there. I'm not going to say it's all on the Viper, but he could have made the 2v1 way better. Yep. The coach is mad. The coach is real mad. He's thinking, why are we fighting? Why are we pushing him one by one? It was a 4v1. All good. Almost a thrifty. Made it expensive. Their money's in shambles on the other team.
I will say though, for FPX, having that cash still in the back pocket, 3 rifles coming into a bonus round. Sure, there's some light shields mixed in there, but all things considered, this is a really powerful buy for FPX, and they're gambling on the next round. So. Damage is almost the name of the game here in FNATIC. They've got players stacked up, but Alpha's walked straight
through. Did not expect that to happen.
One. He won't get 2. Sugetsu holding strong and has support.
Why no Chamber? I don't know. It's weird that both teams play Chamber. I guess it's because it's probably just a domestic lineup. And in Europe, a lot of teams play very slow.
I don't know if Artist is going to be expecting him. No, he's it should be for free. Oh, it's a little bit shaky.
And so if a team plays really slow and just like walks up and kills your chamber trip and does this Viper stuff, maybe it's not that good in Europe in the meta and the speed they play. You know.
Push has almost sold a fake story to the side of FPX, thinking that no one could possibly be heading in towards the B side.
I mean, there is a KO, but
Make their way
I don't know.
through Hookah.
I couldn't actually tell you.
For free, but that flank will be fast.
Zipan decides not to play.
Are they going to know that Zipan's here?
Flank through Hookah, but that
Looks
means
like
that
Dirk
they're
is
now
aware.
FNATIC, acknowledging we got the site for free. No one was here, and we didn't come through long. So that's probably where that guy is. And the flash has just confirmed that Zipan not under that much pressure. Hookah Sagetsu's here, and almost getting away with another ace. The nade in, and Mystic won't win it. FPX get away with a third. This bonus round had its weaknesses, but it just didn't seem to matter in the end.
FPX playing the
They gave Angel the oldest agent.
Brim?
Is Brim age-wise the oldest? Like, how old is KO? You never know. KO could be hundreds of years old, right? So he's a robot.
Like, honestly, if they come out of this series with a win, I feel like this man is just put himself in position to actually be maybe the MVP of the entire tournament.
This guy's just a crouch spray with the Phantom. I love it.
He didn't even get to play the early stages. It's not like he got to go through, like, it's been said on the desk, like, oh, you know, those earlier games, the easier games. It's like, who's had no easy games. He's still looking like the best player in the server.
Oh, this flash play coming out on mid right away. FPX taking the fight to them. And they'll win both of those. Artist spraying away, full blinded is caught. Now that's a bit of trouble, but Zipan is there to help out. Even more support.
KO is 1 year old.
Angel, but he's a little late to the party. With Alpha on 5 HP. They
was there a baby KO?
FNATIC able to reset into a late round fight. But I mean, really? One away from a Viper's Pit, but on 5 HP, you're not even going to use that.
That's the thing, that they've not even invested a massive amount into this round. They're saving up for the next one, so any cost that they can create. As we've mentioned, there are no credits on the side of FPX, even though they've won themselves 3 rounds in a row and are looking at a 4.
The fact you're able to spray through smoke and get away with kills is sad. Why?
The thing is, though, even going into the next round, FPX are going to have some pretty
Why do you think that?
powerful ults ready. I wouldn't be surprised to maybe see the guns switch. Actually, they're going to find a second one.
Killjoy made KO? Wait, really?
That's gonna be
I know none of the lore behind Valorant or any of the agents or anything.
Whether they think Sagetsu's gone.
There was no baby KO since he's a robot.
Through their own spawn,
Fair enough.
Or whether they assume he's pushed
Well
up
played.
is going to be the difference between winning or losing this duel in Alpha. Well, he's caught, and so is Enzo. Sagetsu with a solid double. And a 4th round now, FNATIC falling
He wants
behind.
smokes to be walls, like you just can't shoot through them. Yeah, that's a little. That's a little crazy.
I love the fact that FPX are being so
That's
proactive.
a little crazy.
They're not allowing for any of these setups to come through. They're not allowing them to get into any of the after.
FPX have a 2-0 record on Bind. FNATIC's 1-1.
After plants when it came to Bind. For now, at least,
Why would FNATIC pick Bind on FPX if that's the case? Because this is FNATIC's pick.
Because it forces FNATIC into a much more reactive,
they could pick any map.
style of play, which, hey,
This is their pick. Is they're picking one of FPX's best maps?
They certainly have been.
I don't know, man.
A lot of convincing rounds and good defenses for them. FNATIC are going to swap things up now. Rifles in hand, moving towards this B site early. Trying to take as much or put as much pressure through as they possibly can. A snake bite for top site. You almost think that's supposed to coincide with Enzo going through, or a peek out on long, something like that. But they're denied the control. Again,
Maybe this actually isn't FPX's best map. I have no idea what FPX map pool looks like.
And you can see FNATIC having to check absolutely everything.
What are you eating? Just some pretzels.
Positioning that has been taken.
I'm starting to feel lightheaded. I've been drinking a lot of water. I just need to like some salt.
Durka leading the charge. Showstopper utilized, but the C's is just perfect. He can't go any further, and there's an orbital strike on his head. He has to try and escape from it. Nade through, and he will actually be able to dodge because of the counter utility.
They might not expect him to have gotten through.
You might be expecting someone to move on the other side of the
They
map.
actually might not have expected him to get through
They
here.
were waiting, and now FNATIC, they only have 30 seconds to try and get into this site.
They actually fully commit to that. They could have been in trouble. The rotations were perfect from FPX, but actually, they've gone to the other side. They've looked for A, and Durka's managed to catch out. A great lurk, and that's going to lead to a plant for sure on this site.
Maybe FNATIC's first round even.
That can really deny it. There is a showstopper available for Zipan, but to throw it in here would be far too much of a risk. Wanting to wait for his teammates to try and clear out the flank. You can see that slowly coming through from Sagetsu. Heals being given out. So he's
Who did FPX lose to? Or FNATIC? PureX on this map? Is that why they're 1-1?
This comes down to Alpha here, really, and whether he checks this or not, he's on his way back, and he's
I guess that doesn't really count.
Oh, and great shot out of Mystic.
Here we go, they're waking up.
They know exactly where he's coming from, and he won't win the duel. FNATIC come out on top.
Yeah, real opportunities there for FPX on the way back in, but
nice try.
They're just unable to find anything, and it's just the initiative play from Durka that basically wins them that round. A sneaky push through.
This happened last game. FPX looks so good, and then it's the same thing as they just like kind of let their foot off the gas pedal, and they let them come back, and they lost in overtime.
Whoa, nobody on the other side expected him to be this deep.
And what? It does look more ridiculous from his perspective, actually. You know, no one expected him to be there. Talking about Durka, because he avoided all of their utility. Like, he had the one spot that he was safe in, and they're like, okay, well, this guy maybe he's like in bathroom or something.
Sin Mommy with Twitch Prime.
Fell back with the rest of
Brand new subby.
Okay, shout.
Fight. And Mystic's punished for that nasty shot he hit last
round. Who cursed?
He almost peeks around the edge of the spam. You've also got some vulnerabilities in the economy.
I don't even know what a curse is. We don't curse here.
Some of the rounds have been, but all that means is Sagetsu ends up on a judge, and he's playing.
Are most of the EU games wild because they open sites in the last 20 seconds? I don't know if I would consider EU games wild.
It's kept them back again. FNATIC looking to the other side.
I think EU just plays very default heavy.
Alpha already sneaking his way in, getting a foothold, but the important angles aren't clear just yet. This guy's crazy. He's walked around the smoke. They seem to be conscious of it, but Artis can't win the fight. And Alpha, wow.
Like every round it seems like they're just defaulting and they're trying to lurk up. And then the 20-second executes are because usually they haven't
they could be in a lot of trouble, and
Sagetsu's got
already grabbing himself one and cementing this control for the team. Still though, that doesn't stop the plan.
Brain.
You knew how important it was.
And
pushes into
a lot of confidence.
This man has already done damage on 1 HP before, and so gonna see the fallback. Angel cements this man advantage further. Still a flank coming in as well. I don't know if this is going to be expected from Enzo.
Snack is over.
On the side of FPX has left all onto Boaster to try and attempt this clutch versus 3 more players. Already throwing out that little bit of utility, expecting somebody will peek him on the other side, and he will be able to deny the diffuser for at least a moment, but there was so much time for FPX.
Yeah,
does Tens play today? When is the Sentinel match? Please whisper me. Unfortunately, Sentinels is not in this tournament.
Someone has to follow through. 5-1.
Sorry to let you know about that.
FPX have been looking a whole lot better, and you know, it's surprising looking back at Split. There were just so many gaps there.
Who's Tens? Okay, man. Okay, dude.
Even in this one, Alpha Air is trying to replicate some of that with those little sneaky A plays, or last round Durka getting up in their face, and that's only in the early attack.
That's the thing. I feel like there are still gaps, but firstly, FPX's retakes on the A site have been sublime.
When does TSM play? Next year at this point. I don't know. I don't think anyone knows, honestly.
But also, I feel like those lurk plays from Alpha especially, they've only ever got 1 kill. Like it's
there's 6 big screens on the stage. It's pretty cool.
And then there's an instant trade. And a lot
Where's
of
the crowd?
The man is 9-3, and a lot of the time he's been playing a solo hold. He's had a teammate lost, and then he fights it back.
TSM is not in LCQ, I don't think, right? They didn't make it.
The value that this man is bringing is unmatched at the moment within the server.
I was told they didn't make it. Maybe I'm capping, but
take themselves another timeout, take themselves a moment to try and come up with something. The problem is, Mitch, their economy stinks.
Oh, we got a Vova in the crowd now, in the house. Give us a little wave. There we go.
If this match is light touching ending,
I'm sure that he's played against both of these teams. I'm sure that maybe they haven't gone quite as well as he would have liked, but I'm interested to see which way Avova was leaning. I'm sure he'll let us know at some point, but ultimately,
I don't think anyone's gonna have read that, but
oh my god, you're just sending Golden Boy plays.
Honestly, you're not wrong. I don't think anyone saw what you said. All good.
Just chilling.
5-1 luck. It's not an easy place for FNATIC to have to take this kind of buy. They've got so many weaknesses here. Just look at the pistols. Got to judge.
You're playing any Valorant after like today? No. I don't know if I'm gonna make it if it goes to a 3rd map. My head's starting to hurt again already. I may have to end early. I don't know. I slept so bad last night. We'll see.
That's the thing. He's already used this screen.
We'll see. We'll see.
Boaster throwing out his utility, but he might not expect this. Push through from Durka, though. He's going to find one off the back of the judge. Drop it as well. The swing comes back out, but actually it's not connected from Zipan. Artis is surrounded.
Oh, we are diffing.
The shot again.
We're whiffing.
Weaker weapons working out for
and
FNATIC. And they're even going to, again, they throw in the Viper Spit. They know how important this is, but they don't need it. Durka has left it on to Xiao.
Maybe FNATIC can win this out or something. I don't know.
This guy, you see him with a judge, attack side, and just know what he's going to do. He's blast packing in your face and winning the round for the team.
Durka go kill.
Has struggled to find any
pretty much
foothold in these early rounds.
It does kind of seem like they're just getting owned. So
one of the cheaper guns in the game.
We can tell you, step bet, you look exhausted. Do I look exhausted? I don't think so.
Round win. Xiao left to save this.
Wait, do I actually look exhausted? Nah. Stop capping. Who are you? Y'all cringe.
That makes a bit more sense.
He has to run. He should be able to get his TV, so it's fine. But yeah, just going to be FNATIC basically using the power of Durka to get the
glowing
round. A huge
I don't know about that, but
through from them as well. And that's the thing. I like the pace change because a lot of the time in these early duels, you've seen Saigetsu just been able to survive. And because of that, when it comes down to a retake, it's almost just
mad.
Easy for them to just get back in. Yeah, I can understand the frustration.
Shakes his head. He just knows.
Were, well, BS.
Yeah, no, you get blast packed like that. The wall was kind of in his way. He's dancing left and right of it, and all of a sudden there's a shot.
The guy always says I'm tired during scrims. Nah, that's not me.
Nicest of starts to a round. The frustration clear, and we've got a timeout on the back of that. FPX not afraid to take a moment, even though they've got this.
Why do I like to see humans mad? I don't like seeing humans mad. I like seeing the coaches rage. Because I think it shows that.
Especially off a round like that, that's a confidence builder.
I think it shows that they're super into it. And seeing them get mad also is just like, there's pretty much nothing they can do about it unless they waste one of their pauses. So they're mad and they're like, why are they doing that? But then also they just can't do anything about it. So I just think it's funny. I don't know. Seeing the emotion to me. I've had a lot of coaches in my day, so I like seeing people that show their emotion. You can I can feel what they're feeling, you know. I don't think it's bad.
It could work out, and as well as that, Durka just went away from rolling in with that showstopper. So I think in this round right here, he's going to be happy up against a weaker buy to be the recon dart of the team, going close, maybe get someone, but at a minimum, gain the space for his team. Now he's kind of screwed. Yeah.
Okay, Durka. You gotta. Okay, enough with that. That's you tried that twice. That's enough with that.
Yeah, they use a double snake bite just to basically completely deter that early presence. The thing is, though, Althea has picked up that judge and will reclaim the ground. They're actually going to use the orbital strike. They're waiting for him, and he's only going to get one. These counters from FPX have been sublime, and just look how far back the guys of FNATIC are. You can see though the lurk from Boaster. Try and make his way back in towards this beast.
I guess it's not a terrible ult. They could win this round. It's 4v3. They have one rifle, and they. I take these.
But all this time, it comes down to what the players are doing on the other side of the map, and one of them is rotating with Xiao now being close, and he's a player with a Vandal in his hand, looking for the fight on long.
Why is Alpha not on Raze? I don't know. Wasn't it usually Durka was Chamber and Alpha was Raze? Or have they played this comp the whole map? I don't even remember. Maybe it was like this the whole time. Oh, what a jump spot. And Artist. He knows where two of them are. One's mid-site and one's in the tube.
If he gets that kill, they can actually get onto the site, looking to try and find a little more, and the weaponry just isn't there. Angel, though, trading back, leaving Mystic alone. A 1v3, 15 seconds, and just not really much hope to find anything here. Has to try and jump forward, and in the meantime, well, Angel is going to go for the swing. A thrifty round right back for FPX as they.
This is normal comp for them.
Even greater, Mitch.
That first
Bro, FNATIC, start winning some rounds here, buds.
You just got red on that play. Attempted it
previous round,
go for it again, and FPX
your slow play just isn't working. I don't. Is it? It's just like they're just forcing short. They're forcing it into U-Haul. It seems so counterproductive to force it into U-Haul on an eco. Like when the other team's eco, like you're in an anti-eco. Is it paid crowd? I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
He's flashing for him, and that's all that matters.
That's impressive, considering he's playing Brim.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't notice that patch come through. I don't know what the stimmy does now, but Angel's figured something out.
He swapped it out. He used the Molotov
Changed his loadout. Fair enough. Okay, right away, Durka's coming in and taking Saigetsu. There'll be no Viper's Pit to play with in this round. It's just ruthless.
Yeah, that's the man you want to clear out. Spamming those ultimates to try and give them space again, though. They don't have lamps in the swing. Darker tries to reload in the open, not expecting Xiao to just peek straight out. He's being pressured, though. Coming in from behind.
Oh my god, Alpha almost whiffed.
He does get caught, and Mystic goes down as well, trying to delay this push back through us already. They look to try and swing back in. With a tasty little double.
2v1 now?
And it leaves Artist to try and fight things back.
I was really just about to say, people were saying online that Alpha's like the next like up and coming like sick player. I haven't really seen that many like crazy things out of him. But here we go. See, look. Listen.
For FNATIC, a third round thanks to him, and they'll keep trying to trade these back and forth.
He looks good, but he doesn't look like a superstar. Not yet, at least.
I certainly counted him out.
So I don't know.
A couple of these. I love the idea of going into the nade. Just
it's also probably his. It's probably his first tournament ever, so I guess it kind of makes sense.
They've got 3. And their opponents don't have a lot of cash, so some serious weaknesses.
Don't say anything. Don't say anything. We've seen how some of these rounds have gone.
Superstar in EU, Tech W.
Holding back, and I think that means Sagetsu's
probably true.
Going to be able to retrieve
that's probably true.
Something for him at least, and because his teammate's gone down, I think he expects that no one's going to be holding this anymore.
Man always plays mainly support. I guess that's true. But so does Sagetsu, and he kind of owns.
But they've started to deal with him.
We saw a few rounds attempted like this from FNATIC before, where they were trying to catch players getting aggressive. Obviously, you've got much more success in a round like this, though, where there's 2 weak.
There's a lot of people that play support that are like carries, like Nats, right? Nats was always seen as to be like one of EU's best players.
That's just how it be. Zipan going down, Xiao with a shorty, and there's a kill for it. He won't get anything else, but you know what?
Oh, that was close.
No, it's not going to matter. Darker will clear him. Good round from
We're getting some teabags going. Durka. No BM. Why does Durka BM Angel?
Nice and clean.
Of all people, you can't BM Angel.
Things get a lot tougher from here. Sagetsu, the rest of the team are going to be buying up. He has his ultimate online with the Viper's Pit. You've also got the showstopper from Zipan, who currently still sits right at the top of the board. But there is that Viper's Pit on the other side. So if FNATIC can get into an afterplant once again, things will get difficult for FPX.
Yeah,
what's BM? Like crouching on them, or shooting their bodies, or knifing their dead bodies, or you know, BMing.
This time around, a little bit of a different pace out of Sagetsu. He's going to go right away with a Viper's Pit of his own, securing that A mid area. And
he's jealous because Angel still has hair at his age. Okay, man.
And they're now focusing themselves in towards bathroom, taking the control with the Trailblazer, grabbing their orb as well. And from here, Tom, they could ult out onto side.
That's just mean.
If they want to. They've got options.
Is Hardest going to pop flash, or is he just going to sit on the edge? He has the utility if they desire, but instead it looks like there's going to be a crunch in the other direction. Now, Sagetsu does seem to be watching that position. The rotation is there.
Malding because balding. That's just toxic, honestly. Alrighty. We have ults. Angel has an ult, which means probably, I would imagine FPX wins one of these rounds.
And that's put them in a tough spot. They've got to sit back and, oh, what?
Oh my god, he's whiffing too. Oh my god, they're whiffing on him. Oh my god, what is going on? Holy Shroud. What is going on?
Spike planted. And Xiao and Zipan against the world. Sure, they've got a showstopper, but I doubt you even use it.
Hiko's only sympathizing because he's bald too, Kek W. Okay, listen here, little man.
I mean, look at the credits.
That round has got to be heartbreaking for FPX.
Did he miss his ult? The Brim ult? It just, the Raze satcheled out and everyone fell back, so he was alone. So if Angel kills the Raze there, they might have a hard time of getting out. But because Durka's out and kills the Brim, he just has backside control. Kind of crazy.
And it's now slipping away from them. They're at least making this one a little bit costly, but for FNATIC, they don't mind throwing a couple of weapons, especially if it slips away.
Yeah, and going down to Zipan, right? He ain't getting any orbs for that.
Okay.
The showstopper still in back pocket. This half
Eye
was
flash for
looking
Mystic, eye flash for Boaster. Durka, top 21 player plus caster. Huh?
FPX might be able to push up to 7, but I'll say even that's got to be disappointing.
How does Angel not kill him there?
That's the thing. Angel's got to just.
Oh, he's high. Oh, he's mad at himself.
That was a kill that he definitely should have been winning. And then you just have Mystic destroying anybody as they try and come out of the Viper's pit.
Oh no, poor Angel. What was it? Was this 6-0 and now it's 6-5? Or is it 5-1 and then 6-1 and then 6-6 or 6-5?
Mechanically wow you. The 6-5 scoreline. FPX's defense.
It was 4-1.
Either way, it's a disappointing one. But if they equalize it here, FNATIC.
I think it was 5-1.
The wind in their sails coming into next half.
Was it 6-1 at one point or no?
Well, they're stacked up on A. They're looking for control there. They're looking for bathroom. They're seeing nothing. And now, FNATIC are giving away where they're coming to. Angel under threat, but he's got the kill. A huge one with a molly down after. That's going to delay the rest of the team. He's stuck in a corner.
Did they TP?
The showstopper won't get a kill, but it does push the rest of the team back.
Might mean that there could be a weapon to be had.
It was 5-1 and 6-2. It's a big. If FNATIC can take this 6-6, that'd be big. Oh, he's so low. He's got to commit. Alpha. EU's last hope. One shot kills him there. Why does Angel have half shield? Maybe he forgot that it was last round, because he definitely could have bought like big armor there. If he doesn't have it, I'm surprised he has a deagle and has 1050 left.
But actually, Boaster's going to win the duel anyway. An opportunity for this to almost fall apart for the side of FNATIC, but instead, they're not going to go moving through. A chance for them to pick up that pace into the site, but again, the trades are effective, keeping it into a 2v2 scenario. This finds one, but it's down to Alpha here. The 1v1 versus Xiao, and he'll land the shot. It will be
experience
FPX
and
taking
age
themselves home
wins.
a lead in this first half, but a much narrower one than it could have been.
Yeah, definitely. Look, they really had this locked down at a certain point, but a couple of rounds that go FNATIC's way, and this is very.
All right, 7-5. Honestly, not that terrible of a half for FNATIC. FNATIC wins pistol. They're back in it.
They were in the last game come halftime.
Oh man.
The question is now, though,
The half shield chat worked. I mean, did Angel get a kill that round? I don't think so. I would rather personally have.
On any map,
it doesn't
they
matter.
were always so structured in those scenarios.
So if we're gonna, I don't know. He did? Wait, he did.
Because we have a wonderful analyst desk.
Okay, all good. My bad.
Aww, Tom's being nice to us. I'm not used to it. But what I am used to is FPX leading.
Do I go pee?
4 rounds right off the bat.
I feel like I'm peeing every halftime.
They get back into it, but are you guys worried at all? This pattern.
But I also had a headache and I was trying to chug water.
In the beginning of the map.
It's a significant pattern, and honestly, the reason they've been staying in has been those huge
I have to.
outputs from
Sorry.
individuals on FNATIC
We'll be back.
as well.
1 sec.
But, I mean, when we were
I'm gonna pee too.
halftime as well, we were looking at it was all FPX focused in terms of just the dominance that they've been showing. A big part of that being Sugetsu, from just the way that this guy was playing early on to set them up, because he was having a monstrous time as well. Playing Viper, I mean, I think it was mentioned at least once or twice in terms of just comparing his performance to players like Nats, which is what we like know historically, like these Viper players popping off. Same on the other side for Alpha here, but this play here, Jess, was just absurd. The guy has just been so integral for them being able to hold down these sites.
And it's important as well to note that FNATIC is clearly trying to target him as well. Obviously, as the role of the Viper, the controller player, you're playing power positions throughout the map as well, so that's going to be a secondary to your snakebite and whatnot. But FNATIC realized that, and they said if we can hunt him down, especially when we're looking at the second quarter, we shut down one of the biggest pieces of FPX's defense, then we could do a lot here, and they did, and that's where the comeback started to come in. So I think FNATIC read it. Yes, it took until the second quarter, but that first quarter of play from Sugetsu really showed us that unimpeded, he is one of the best players in the roster.
I want to talk about Durka as well, because this guy, we say that he has to show up, and Brent, he is showing up.
I think he's had some incredibly high impact kills to get his team back into this, and honestly, you could say the same about a previous map as well. Durka has been absolutely popping off, a lot of lurk plays where he shouldn't have got value. There was one instance where he had to double satchel out of an orbital strike and still got a kill. I mean, you just can't make this up. I don't know how he's managing to do that, but he is a core reason as why this match and this map here is so close right now between both of these teams. It would be looking way more one-sided if it wasn't for Dirk.
It's funny as well because I can bring up Angel and his ability to have control on the other side. Bring up Alpha, for example, who's having another pop-off game.
No, LCQ is online this time.
In this matchup here, if FPX wants to make it to map 3, everyone has to step up.
LCQ last time was a LAN. That's the one where we went to LA and then a bunch of the teams had COVID and then we delayed it for like 3 weeks and then we just played it out online after that. I'm imagining Riot doesn't want to have to deal with that again because that was a joke. that whole experience, and it's not like it's not Riot's fault. Just
let's see if that is going to be enough for them here.
There was like the tournament servers were online hosted servers, they weren't LAN servers, and then they didn't tell us what was going to happen because like 3 or 4 different teams had COVID, and so we just had like stuck in LA and we didn't know what was going to go on. And again, it's not Riot's fault by any means. It just sucked that so many people had just got COVID because a lot of the players hang out together, especially the NA players. A lot of them are friends.
Early doors straight through the TP, but they're only going to meet Xiao. In fact, the rest of the team are looking to try and challenge in towards that B side. Boaster already winning the opening duel, but not expecting a
Actually, I think Boaster thought Durka was with them, but Durka ran and Boaster fought. They had the sight. Durka needs his kill. Nope.
Only a sliver of health left there. Durka wasn't going to be escaping. This has been a solid start for FPX. Spike planted, post plant to play with. They didn't quite get the reveal on Enzo there, so he might have timing.
Yeah, the thing is, though, time in general. It's not going to be easy for them to break back in, even if they manage to kill off that...
Oh, the whiffs on Xiao.
That's a second duel that he's won, catching players out. Mystic trying to swing back through. He's got Alpha leading a little bit further. Nice. One comes for free. Artist not expecting anybody to be that far
Drop
forward.
your pistol, pick it back up. Giga Chad.
Already looking for that.
Got a half. Winnable,
Mystic
maybe.
Holding it, and he's got to try and get back on. Already 2 players from different positions, an almost impossible task to try and find anything here. Just hoping he can bait them into the swing. But Saigetsu with another triple will be putting
nice try.
Onto the board.
Extending their lead.
Can we have bathroom break Hiko point predictions? What do you mean?
That's for sure. But this pistol
what would you be betting on, man? What do you mean?
Stand even further. I mean, for FNATIC, okay, you take this one as an eco, but we've seen what the Classics can do before. They won that round on the attack with Classics after just a straight blitz in through hookah. So I don't even know that I want to count this one out.
I don't want to say anything just because it's this team. They seem to be so creative with what they do in rounds.
What do you think about Indian Valorant server? I've never played on it. I don't know.
Screw it, it's an eco round. We got nothing to play with.
Or something like you see the normal enough stuff like crunching in on a part of the map and just trying to overwhelm. But FNATIC, like the idea that they had on Split for blitzing out and taking the heaven control, using that as
I think FNATIC lost both pistols this map.
Take a site after FPX.
No, 50 was on Split.
They've had a lot of ideas here. The mind game's certainly at play, which is something that, I mean, even thinking way back to like 2 years ago, something we were excited about, the Boaster Angel mind games, and getting to see it here.
The quad push showers into the brim?
Down with the numbers, and they've caught
do they know it's Angel and they push it because it's Angel?
Out of there. Okay.
Wait, did he get?
Yeah, that's the thing. They've spotted the majority
but they didn't get a gun.
But the fact is, you almost have to have this swing back. Now it's going to be equalized.
They did not get a gun, right? I don't see a gun there.
And that will be the B side firmly under the control.
Cheating?
What's he even spraying at this point? It just has a perfect read on where they could be, and what was a little bit dangerous initially now comes back to normality. No real chance for the remaining FNATIC players to get anything here.
Spike planted.
Even damage is going to be hard to come by. And these players
they should have thrifty the first half. Yeah, FNATIC trolled the thrifty. I remember.
Unless they want to try and farm up some ult orbs or make use of their good old specters while they can. Enzo's certainly not having the best of times here on this map. He's trying to...
I imagine he's going to go through the TP
into Spike, yeah.
He's being pressured. They want this ult orb. And you can actually see on the other side that Artist is going to be waiting. The problem is he can't really play deep enough that he should be able to get his kill. Like, it should just be fairly easy for him to just run back through that TP.
Do the guys just talk at halftime? Yeah, they do.
And, well, he is going to be waiting there. And actually, there you go. They get it anyway. A great round for FPX. One player lost. Normally,
All right, FNATIC's got to stop the bleeding now. This you might even pause. I don't know how many pauses they have left. Actually, maybe not first gun. Maybe you at first gun ride because it's their bonus.
I mean, this is where the real game starts, right, in this half. You have those first two. They go in favor of FPX. That's your early injection of rounds. This is where things actually matter.
Man, Enzo's having a rough one.
To make their
He's got to wake up. He's getting fade diffed pretty hard here. How did FNATIC win the first map? FPX kind of trolled. They kind of threw a little bit. It didn't seem like they were, I don't know.
Already given up a bit of control, and it looks like FNATIC will just pull back. They don't want to get involved in this early skirmish.
Paris is quiet.
Probably would have hoped that they'd catch Alpha here, but they've at least denied any of that.
I think he played KO on both maps, right?
At least for the moment.
Yeah.
A little bit of aggression coming in for the rotation to be able to be had. They already have 3 players within this site. Actually, haven't found any contact just yet. Darker just went through the TP. They actually had themselves a grab wall as well to catch anybody on that flank. Darker needs a kill though, and instead it's just flying back into the favor of FPX. Trades galore as Angel gets a triple.
Enzo?
Now it's left all on to Enzo, and Saigetsu is there
They're like
to close
afraid to swing, honestly. It's weird.
And while FNATIC have a long way back now.
Yeah, that they
Go Zesty with the Twitch Prime to 2 years. Did someone say Twitch Prime? I don't know.
They're on pistols right away. So
can the coaches make signals during rounds? No. The coach cannot interact or talk or do anything to the players until pauses or halftime. If they do, they'll get disqualified, like we saw with the Help Sewer incident, you know?
Made that comeback on the previous map. This one.
I love how earlier in the game he's talking about how he's flashing while he's playing Brimstone. Now he's talking about getting 360 kills.
It's just Angel things, isn't it, really? Shame we haven't got to see his Yoru here. I'm kidding.
It's old man humor. You gotta laugh at it. You gotta laugh. It's like your grandpa making a joke. You're gonna laugh out of respect, aren't you?
Hey,
that's never stopped him.
Ever time to make a bold pick later on. Obviously, still, we know that you can't give anything over to the side of FNATIC. There is a long way left. Rounds for FPX might seem.
Our coach is spectating the team POV. Yeah, so the coach has a. The coach has a. You can see right here. He can see the POV of all the players and what they look like. It's like they see their POV and then how their like body language is, and they're also a spectator in the game. Or they can just see this what the spectator is watching. I don't know actually. Maybe they have their own control that they can actually like they're actually a spectator, so they can click between the. I don't know. Certainly they don't have the stream. Jovi, you're missing a banger of a series. The 10-second executes by the European teams. I'm not going to be able to make it to the 3rd map. My head hurts. I'm sorry. This is the. Maybe FNATIC will come back. Who knows?
To work around. Having that Viper's Pit on attack, that can swing rounds in your favor completely if anything does get a little bit dicey. Although in this round,
imagine the coaches just have Tarek stream up while they're playing.
This is the same play we've seen from FPX already. Just try and avoid Hiko almost altogether. Make that play through long. This is a hard read on what we've seen previously from the side of FNATIC.
FPX looks like they're just in FNATIC's head.
They're just going to throw every single piece of utility they can.
They just go 4 long, get the bomb site, smoke hookah, and there you go. Viper alt site. Free round. 11-5.
Yeah, exactly.
GG.
Like I was saying, get those pistols up close, get those shotguns in. But they need to get those shotguns in. And as I look, it's Enzo and Durka, the players with pistols.
You were talking about Coach POV. They have a device in front of them that has a 1 to 5 button to click through all the POVs of the players. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Control you see on the way, they're just going to be sprayed down. Taken what?
Just the
that was from miles away. A kill with a judge, but it's still not going to get them the round win. How much more damage can they walk out with is the question.
Oh,
great shot from Enzo.
Good shot though.
3 kills. It's decent. It's decent, but this is where the work has to
have a nice journey with Valorant. I quit the game, and so I unfollow all the streamers playing Valorant.
Like, okay,
later, bud.
If they win this round, the next one might be a little bit more dicey, but
who do you think's gonna win map 3? Probably. I mean, honestly, I think FNATIC looked like the better, or not FNATIC. FPX looked like the better team in both of the series, but what the heck? What a long-range judge. But FPX kind of choked the first map. Like this probably realistically should have been a 2-0 for FPX.
They really need to find something in this round, otherwise we are heading to Fracture.
Yeah, we absolutely
Maybe.
do need to see FNATIC
Agree? Disagree?
step
I don't
it up.
know.
Now we've had immediate control going to FPX over towards Bath, but re-aggression from FNATIC.
Angel's aim is
ready to
so
fight.
shaky.
Good kill for Durka, and an aid to go through a little bit deeper, but the team wasn't there. And that's a direct read on FNATIC, or a direct setup to counter how good the spacing has been from FPX so far.
They have just walked all the way down. They already have a man advantage. They don't even really need to be this audacious.
They know that they don't have a chamber, so they don't have to be afraid of the trip.
The problem here will be Zipan, because he's already managed to bypass them, but it might even sell them a bit of a false positive. Somehow though, Mystic doesn't win the duel, and the timing couldn't be worse. It was an advantage.
Imagine you have a
FNATIC
double
just moments
flank,
ago, but
and
they
you guys
almost
get
overplayed
0
their hand.
kills on
They
the
walk
double
back into
flank.
FPX, and well, now the site is there.
Oh, everything. Oh my god, everything's just going wrong for FNATIC.
Durka trying to hold strong. Enzo
It's a good flash.
coming to help. I mean,
Oh
still
my
on
god,
the A
there's so
side
much
for
utility.
Now. Durka's completely alone for the next couple of seconds and wants to avoid a fight. That gets them a plant. Now coming back into it.
Oh my gosh.
Teammate just behind him. Enzo with the reveal.
Just
ready
an
to pop.
ownage.
Still got 2 prowlers. So they have a ton of initiation on this. This is space.
One kill and a showstopper. Nightfall available if they can get into position, but it's utilized by the other side. Durka already managing to find one. He needs a little more, but
wait.
Enzo may have already done the work for him. It's left on to
There
show.
you go.
There is that showstopper.
That's the first of many. The comeback starts here. Did Optic win? No, Optic lost.
Again. And well, Mitch,
They got
that is that lifeline
kind of clapped
It's
on 2
Durka
maps.
time. That's damn right.
It was 2-1, but the
An
2 maps they
impressive
lost, they
one
got
to
kind of
keep
clapped.
FNATIC's heart beating in this. And retake that definitely did look done. Durka being able to slip out, you know, they gave him the space, and I don't mind that, especially with the ultis online, but it's this fight there that you couldn't account for. Him getting that duel, surviving till later, showstopper online, and he's able to take it. It looks like he's trying to take
Doing
flight.
some,
And
yeah,
you know what? They could
about
do
to,
it with
about
a
to start
flying
flying away.
in this half. They've been down 4-0 to start this one out. But finally, they've
He's
got around
bagging?
on
Yeah,
the
he
defense.
he bagged him a little bit. Who thinks the best trim in the player so far? Like the MVP of the tournament?
5 rounds of difference. Still an incredibly long route back and more of a slip up.
I don't know.
FPX
Forsaken
than
maybe?
anything.
It's got to be
It's gonna
somebody
wrap
on
up just yet,
PRX,
but a few more
I
rounds like
think.
that, and maybe,
Mind Freak?
just maybe FNATIC can slip back through.
It's hard to say. Not really sure yet.
Gonna pull anyone in towards Suka. Alpha
99% of the time, the MVP of the tournament is on the team that wins the tournament. So usually the finals performance has a lot of weight into the MVP. Because you can have a banger of a performance up to the finals, but then if you fall off in the finals, then yeah.
Pump the brakes, wait for FPX to make a move. That's a dangerous game, though, especially with the utility online for FPX.
What is this about to be? Just like a big executor, like a fake? They baited no utility. There's 45 seconds left.
So he's ready for something like that. No one's playing inside lamps to get
KO ult, bren, KO
Even still,
ult.
though, it does give them that ability to
Satchels.
clear straight through though already. It's gonna
Angel
be
killed
Zipan's
Zipan.
actually died to the utility of Angel.
Do they know
That's
Enzo's
definitely
here?
more
I
of a
don't think
problem,
so.
But even still, though, they are waiting. Try and catch this
They're not gonna
Sanatsu,
realize
though. With the
Enzo's
wide
in
swing
U-Haul,
has already
though.
taken out Durka. They are going to get Artist back up, but the rotation has come through. Nice shot from Alpha. In fact, the second alongside it. Enzo
Oh
with
my
one
gosh.
more, and they
Don't call it a
completely
comeback.
fall apart.
Well, if FNATIC are going to get back into this game, that is the kind of gameplay you're looking for. Under pressure, but they keep calm and composed.
Marry me,
Walk out with
Buster.
the round win because of it. Some incredible shots hit by Alpha.
Uh-oh.
Has just been on fire in some of these rounds, and that's going to get him a Viper's Pit to play with coming into this round. 11-7, and that
They're-
lead for FPX. you know,
I guess
I'm
they
starting to get
retakes are
a little bit of
clean,
deja vu
but
to the previous map, because it's
I
not
don't know.
looking as strong, and now they're forced to an eco.
they're just kind of like running out together.
But that's the thing.
They're just having good timing.
At no point are they out. And again,
Fighting
back-to-back
together,
rounds
trading
now
the
where
kills.
FPX have been in a position of strength,
Not bad.
and something has faded away. Althea with a double kill, Durka with a 4K. They have those big game players, and well, they're starting to show up.
Sagetsu should be the man to watch with a rifle, but look at that damage. A great
least the
connection on
healers
Alpha
here.
who now has to burn up the heals of Mystic just to get back up to full health. His shield's gone from the round. It's a great start with some Sheriffs to be able to apply that level of pressure. But now that these players have fallen back and given up some of those closer angles, it again becomes quite a difficult round for them. They have got this wall up though, and the wall on the A side from Viper, I mean,
It would be a big blunder for FNATIC to get Hiko again. That is true.
Lamps and so much of this site.
So every round, it's just short. At both halves, it feels.
You're not going to play beside the wall.
FPX threw some B rounds in, but it's just like every round is just, all right, we're going short. All right, we're walking up. We put the wall up and down about 5 times. Now we walk up.
They don't actually get caught, but the thing is, it does actually use something.
I told you. Here it comes.
Now gets rid of Durka, but Alfia again is going to catch out Zipan. That's on the other side of the map.
We got U-Haul control here. We got smokes. There's fade ult. Do you commit fade ult to a fake? Suck.
In fact, they're delayed
Suck.
again by the gravity well. But then again, Sagetsu
Boaster takes
through and finds a kill.
this individual fight and loses it.
1 HP in the open, that decay hitting him hard. Oh no, he still
Bro, I
wins
told
it.
you.
A beautiful shot to end.
So whoever said, can FNATIC not get Hiko? The answer is no, Mega Lol.
This was an unlikely round, Tom, but again, they've gotten it done.
I don't know how that's the one they win.
That's the Boaster fangirl. This is the whole. This is the Boaster area, I think.
But the fact is, it was more just.
Wait, no, it's not. That was the Mystic Flash
and then
Mystic
still
or
winning the
something.
duels. I've never seen a player as confident as Sagetsu when he has 1 HP. Like the amount of times we've seen these.
Do you think FPX would perform this without Sagetsu? Probably not.
Again, the
I think Sagetsu's been insane.
And FPX
I didn't know.
from taking us to that 3rd and 5th.
People said he was their best player, but there's like 2 maps where he's like top fragging by a lot.
Some FPX fans out there. I saw a jersey earlier on, just the one.
Who was wearing it?
Well, we'll see if the camera can find it.
Okay, early trade. Now that might.
Do you trade Sagetsu for Durka? I think you do.
It's not ideal, but with the weaponry that's in play for FNATIC, that's not a bad start.
FPX has the Raze ult and full util here. Oh, it's he knew, he saw. Wow, wait. Why would you nade the right and not the left? Because you knew there was a guy on the left. Okay, well.
Alpha gives it up. FPX, they've avoided this control over Hookah quite a bit. The heavy preference for long, and this works out for massive value here. Oh, that's dangerous, Alpha! I don't know how he didn't get that kill. I mean, he shot it off, but Zipan only got caught in the ankles.
Yeah, it's not going to work out. Instead, Zipan now goes pushing the man who survived.
Wait.
What? How does Enzo lands these shots through the wall?
Wait.
Makes absolutely no sense.
3v2. Pause. Hold.
He's bought time for the flank as well. Boaster slowly making
Boaster's in the quenching spot right now.
Back in, but Angels won another.
Controller diff.
Fantastic on this map so far. And once again on Bind, they call upon this man, and this time it's not.
I don't think I can make it to the next map. My head is hurting so bad.
Maps,
I slept so bad last night.